Hello students, I'm Monisha. Can you guess what is the topic that we are going to see about? Hmm. Yes, we are going to see about the poultry farming. In poultry farms, avian species are reared and breed for the purpose of egg, meat or both. Students, avian species. The word avian means we are going to discuss about birds. So, we are going to discuss about the birds that are reared and breed for a purpose of egg and meat. Okay, so we are going to discuss about poultry farming. Okay, students, in this poultry farming, the first thing we are going to learn is about the breeds. There are more than 100 breeds of fowls, and the fowls are classified on the basics of their utility of men. Okay, students, the fowls are nothing but the birds that I am talking about, the hen or cock. Okay, so the fowls are classified on the basis of their utility of men. They are, first one is meat type. You can find this meat type in all the shops, chicken shops. They are broiler chicken, you might have heard and you might have saw. And egg type, so egg types, so both they are useful. Okay, so the first one we are going to see is gahas. This is the bird, I mean, this is the chicken that we are going to talk about. It is called gahes. So, as you can see, the gahes. So, there are many local and indigenous birds are reared in a rural places. So we are going to preserve some of the kinds of breeds. So you can see most of the birds are getting into an extinct. So traditionally, these birds have a poor meat production capacity compared to the commercial broiler and layers. Okay, but meat and egg from this type of poultry is better than other commercial poultry. So you can, some of your parents might have told you that broiler chicken is not that much good for health than your country chicken. So let me tell you, these indigenous species that we are, that means these indigenous bird that we are going to discuss is reared, they are reared in a rural places. Okay, so these traditional birds have a very poor meat quality. That means your production of capacity will be very poor than the commercial broiler. So broiler chicken will, you have some fleshy meat to chew in your mouth. Okay, so but the eggs are totally very nutritious than the broiler chicken. Okay, so the first breed we are going to discuss is Gahas. The second one we are going to discuss is Brahma, Bahma. So as you can see, it is famous for its legs and its head. So it has a different structure for it. Koshin, see how different they both are. Look at the legs of this one. It is totally different. Broiler you might have seen in all the chicken meat shops. So this is broiler. It has white feathers. And the next one is Chittagong. Chittagong is the breed where it is used to do some chicken fights. You might have seen some street fights based on this chicken. The next one we are going to see is Plymouth. So it is famous for its different feathers. And Asil, look how beautiful they are. They are a very special breed. They are reared for fighting. Kadakant, and it is famous for its black color. You have to know, children, this Kadakant has a unique part of history. In those days, the Chinese emperors would eat this kind of this meat for its nutrition value. Still, they are very high in price, as well as the eggs are very nutritious. So it has totally the whole body from the top till its tip of the toe, you have covered in black color, even though their flesh is also in black color. Okay, the next thing we are going to discuss about is feeding. As you can see, children, the poultry birds need proteins, carbohydrates, fats, minerals, and vitamins for the egg and meat production. So the poultry needs a better farming for a better intake or feeding to it. Bajra, barley, maize, wheat, rice bran, jowar, oil cakes, fish meal, bread, and green residues of the vegetables are the feed given to the poultry birds. Okay. These are the two things we have discussed. The next thing we are going to see about is the poultry products. Okay, when it comes to the products, what is the first thing that pops into your mind? Eggs. Very good. Eggs laid by them are rich source of protein. These are easily digestible. They contain minerals like calcium, potassium and iron, vitamins and moderate amount of fat. Okay. Yummy eggs will give you high protein. So don't miss that part, okay? The next thing is poultry birds are a very good source of nutritive food. So it is a very supplement for its protein. See the flesh, you might have some chicken nuggets. So you, as I know, you students would love to have chicken. Okay, the next one is, and the third important thing is their feathers. They are used for making pillows and quilts, that is your cover up. And the next one is the dropping of the poultry birds is used as manure. It is high valuable for crops, so it is very nutrition for the crops too. The next topic that we are going to get into is poultry diseases. Students, we have to take an account that when we are rearing such kind of birds in a mass, that means you are going to get hundreds of birds, you have to prevent from diseases. If the poultry animals are not cared or fed properly, they suffer from a number of diseases. Poultry birds affected by virus suffer from fever and diarrhea. So this is the first one. The second one is fowl cholera is caused in them by bacteria, one kind of bacteria. And another one is overexposure of wet and cold condition causes cramps in the poultry birds. Okay, so when you have a rainy season, you have to make sure that it has a very good place for it to get into. Then the poultry birds are affected by internal parasite like roundworms and tapeworms. You have small worms, you know, so it can get affected by this. So you have to make sure the birds are being well fed and well prevented from all these diseases. They are also affected by external parasites like fleas, lice, and ticks. Okay, ticks, you know, ticks is very common in animals like dogs too. Fleas, you have a very small like yeah, it will be like a small insect that get into its feathers. Okay, so lice, you know, you as we also have lice, so does the chickens and poultry has. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is poultry management. So as I told you, when we are breeding such kind of poultry, we have to make sure the poultry birds need a clean environment. So the following measures should be taken in order to avoid these diseases. So in order to avoid all those diseases, you have to make sure that they are having a clean and disinfected houses. It should have windows for ventilation. Light is essential for high egg production. Poultry birds need clean and fresh water. Timely vaccination is necessary to prevent all these diseases. Okay, students, as you can see, we have discussed three topics. One is breeds, feeding, poultry products, and we have undergone 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 topics. Okay, students, the first topic that we have discussed is the breeds. The second topic that we have discussed is feeding, how to feed the poultry birds. Then the next one is poultry products and the poultry diseases and poultry management. So you have to be aware of this. If at all you are raising some chickens at your home, you have to make sure you are managing in a clean environment with ventilation for it, and give a nice sun bath or sun tan for it. And poultry birds need clean and fresh water. Timely vaccination is necessary. Okay, students. Okay, thank you. And these are the topics that we have discussed today in this video. So, I would like to wish a heartily new year for you. Happy New Year. May this new year give you special moments and cherishable moments. Thank you. It's me, Monisha, signing off.